Hey, yeah, what's up? This disciple Marcello Currents reign back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and everybody with them. All right, yeah. So this video right here is going to be for the seasoned Christians, seasoned believers in God. That doesn't just mean preachers. That doesn't just mean deacons. You have to understand some things about America and the secret societies that's here. First thing first, you gotta understand that these secret societies are on foot level, meaning they're on ground level, they're walking on sidewalks, they're interacting in your community. Just like the police, the military, is National Guard, and the former National Guard is interacting with your community. Every group of people is on ground level. Everybody's on ground level. If that makes sense, does that make sense? There's somebody always to represent every group on ground level, whether it's an ethnicity, a religion, an organization. That part. So every group of people, organization, ethnicity, and religion has a ground level force without even trying, because there are people that just are on ground level. They're in your community, they're in your grocery stores, they're in your walking down your sidewalks, they're driving through your communities, they serve you your food, etc., all different races, creeds, and colors, and everything, organizations. So, but for the saints, you have a problem with understanding that these secret societies are in your community this same way. They're walking down your sidewalks. They're humans. So if it's massive, they're walking down your sidewalks. They're serving you your food. They're driving through your neighborhoods. They're everywhere. But you have to understand, you have to have a higher level of awareness, because God is aware of all things. So if you are close to God, He is going to make you aware. So be aware that the Illuminati is on ground level. Okay, you've seen stuff on TV. You've seen stuff all over the world, from all over. I mean, it's everywhere talking about this group. So I'm gonna have a campaign to break it down to everyday life for you, because it's the first thing I gotta tell the seasoned saints. See, the babes in Christ, you don't know what to believe, but those who have the Spirit of God, those who walk in the Spirit of God, those who hear from the Spirit of God, you can confirm and you can sense when something is being spoken to you that is true. God will confirm it. God will confirm it. So this group called themselves the Illuminati. I disrespect them and I violate them, so I call them the salami. Like meat, salami meat. It's the salami group. So instead of Illuminati, I call them salami. Okay? All right, so the Illuminati group, it started in Germany. That's where it started at. It started in Germany. Okay, so this is a real group. So let's get that understood. It is a real group. Okay, there's no doubt about that. There's no conspiracy in that. That's not a matter of opinion. They had a real leader. His name was Adam Weishaupt. So what you need to do, you seasoned saints, need to go and Google this real group that consists of real human beings in this group. Okay? So it is a real group. A lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people say conspiracy, and it's a group. It's not even like a certain belief, right? A certain belief system or something. That doesn't make sense. That's just like saying, okay, Freemasons are real too. That's just like saying, is Freemasons a myth? is Freemasons a conspiracy? It's not a conspiracy. They do exist. But some of you, you just didn't take the time to research things properly. The saints and warriors, all warriors have to be researchers of information. You have to be. You have to be a researcher of information so that you can know what's true, that you can be aware, and that you can fight effectively. Okay? So let's establish here and now, beyond what you thought, let's get rid of what you thought. This is a real group that started in Germany. Okay? That's a fact. Whether we know what's going on here in America concerning this group, which I'm going to get to that, we can confirm foundationally. We know foundationally. I got to drill this in your head. You know foundationally this is a group. Because, see, it works to their advantage for you to not even think that they are a group. Because they navigate as a secret society within your society. So your ignorance can be played on, which doesn't work for your advantage. Okay? So it is a real group. Pull these societies out of secrecy. Okay? It is a real group. You Google it, you find all the information on the Illuminati. You don't just get your mind out of conspiracy. Okay, they're human beings. They're not magical unicorns. They can be defeated as well. Okay, so this is a real group. Let's get past it. Let's get past this. This is a real group. That's what I'm trying to get you to settle it within yourself. Take a deep breath in and say the Illuminati is a real group. Okay, take a deep breath in. I know it's hard. Take a deep breath in. And say the Illuminati is a real group. It's a real group. Okay? All right? So, now that you know this, let's proceed further. Okay? This group started in Germany. Adam Weishaupt was the leader. If you watch Perry Stone, some of his videos within the last 2 months, he confirmed about the Illuminati, and he confirmed Adam Weishaupt is the leader. Now, Perry Stone is well respected in the Christian community, so if he took the time to acknowledge this and acknowledge the same leader that I've been talking about, which I didn't get the information from him, he is just an awesome, incredible researcher of information. So if he's confirmed this, he took the time to confirm this, this means this is not foolishness to him. That man is about his father's business. He ain't gonna waste no time on no foolishness, and neither am I. Okay? So for all you Christians that's listening, Perry Stone confirmed that the Illuminati is a real group, and the leader it started out with was Adam Weishaupt. Okay? You got it? I'm glad I thought about that while making this video, so that you would not think that I'm some schizophrenic, paranoid person. Because that's what they like to do too, is to try to make us all out who know about them as people that are schizophrenic, people that suffer from psychosis. I'm a warrior, I'm a soldier, okay? For people that don't know what a warrior is, then you may think I'm psychotic, okay? It's not an easy job to be a warrior. It really isn't. And to be real with you, a lot of times you have to suppress. When your enemy is being defeated, you have to suppress your emotions and get the job done. That's the bottom line. There's no warrior walking around here happy. I mean, you have the joy of the Lord, you have all the fruit. Don't get me wrong. But the destruction of your enemy, as far as that goes, you have to suppress your feelings as a real soldier. Okay, they're defeated. I can't let my emotions get in the way of progress. And sometimes quite frankly, you're going to look at them and you're not going to be happy when you see them being defeated. It's brutal. The Lord is mighty in war. Jehovah Nissi is mighty in war. Okay? So, this is for the real warriors. I'm not saying this as some cool stuff like no disrespect, like some Christian hip hop artist. I'm not saying this in some cool fad way, in some format that's familiar to you as an American. We are real warriors. Okay? People have to, you have to understand that. Some people will perish playing with you. Preachers, I know this is not a popular message for preachers, but some people will perish for playing around your life. See, what happens is in America, Christians get challenged because of the formats that their enemies are used to. They look at they look at you as some tambourine shaking deacon, like you're some deacon that goes around shaking a tambourine, waving a church fan. And when have the last time you had a church fan? When the last time you shake the tambourine? My point exactly. Okay, we're not tambourine shaking people. People stuck on stupid and ignorance. And if you take all the formats away, we're people that first are in the likeness of Christ. Okay, and we're warriors, real warriors. Shake all the foolishness off. All you people that got all that foolishness in your head about church attending people. We're warriors, man. We're like Christ first. We're warriors, and we do attend church. But that is not even something that we carry. We come in the sanctuary as Christ-like warriors. That part. But there are people that become glued to the walls of the sanctuaries, and they become a certain likeness, a certain format. And that's what the enemy chooses to think that we consist of. Okay, so, but that's not true. You look in the Bible, King David, straight up warrior. Straight up warrior. Putting Goliath to death. Period. Ain't nothing churchy about that, buddy. Ain't no tambourines in that. Ain't no church fans on that, buddy. Goliath died. For real, for real. All right, so this group, the Illuminati, get back on the lecture at hand. This is a real group started in Germany. Adam Weishaupt, it was the leader. Perry Stone, very respected Christian here in America, confirmed this. He took the time, and I respect him, salute him for taking the time to talk about this on a real level. I gotta bring this home so you can understand that people are taking it seriously and you not. People that you listen to, that you respect, is taking it seriously, but you're letting it go in one ear and out the other. Okay, so I say all that to say this. The group is here in America, okay? Just like the Freemasons, which is the oldest fraternity. They in some ways, I'm not gonna say it, I've talked to a Freemason before, and there's some similarities in which I'm gonna get to later in missions and goals. But basically, it's about world domination. Okay, that's what I've been told by a Freemason. But the bottom line is, it's a group that consists of all races and creeds. It isn't just white Gothic people. It's black people. It's all any kind of race you can think about, Mexican, anything. Just think about it like this. Think about the public assistance. Everybody gets food stamps, right? People join this group in hopes of success and to get some type of monetary sustenance. You know what I'm saying? I believe they get monetary sustenance just like Freemasons do. A Freemason that I talked to confirmed, the black Freemason told me that they get monthly sustenance. Okay? So I think this is their also one of their gimmicks to get people to join the group. Okay. So a lot of people have joined Black Masonry, if you will, for means of monthly sustenance. Okay, you got to know this. You got to know the motives. Okay, so these are the motives why people are joining these secret societies. Success. Illuminati promises success. They promise, progression of the person's life. Okay, this is the motives. Not just trying to seek some knowledge, not trying to seek higher levels of elevation in black magic or something like that. Foundationally, especially in America, here these people join this group in hopes of getting some type of either fame or sustenance. And this is why a lot of people think that, musicians and all of them join it for some type of success. Okay. But I don't want to get into who's in it in the music industry, because it's just like Freemasons. Freemasons are there are many famous Freemasons. You can go look it up. There's many famous, it shouldn't surprise you. It's just like a fraternity. Illuminati is just like a fraternity. And the oldest fraternity we have here in the world is Freemasons. It's just like them. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin, he was a Freemason. George Washington, I think, was a Freemason. A lot of people that's on your money was Freemasons, whether you like it or not. It's a real organization. Okay? Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Don't be like the people that think like everything is a conspiracy. Okay? Let's bring this down to earth. Let's and then go from there. Okay? So it's the same thing with this group, the Illuminati. They just like the Freemasons, they have famous people in it. They have ground level people. You have everyday people that's Freemasons. And thus comes the greatest punchline. You have everyday Illuminati, just like you have everyday Freemasons that work in your community, that serve you your food, and they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to have their obvious outward apparel saying, I'm a Freemason, I'm an Illuminati member. But you see the lodges, as far as the Freemasons go, everywhere. So, if you see a tangible building, a tangible lodge, okay, don't put stuff in La La World. Okay, that exists. Those people are doing something. And that's what we're trying to get to, the crust of the matter here. Okay? So the Illuminati kind of is similar in their maneuverings, formats, as the Freemasons. If you want to look at something that's similar that you already know exists and you can't deny that it exists, look at the Freemasons. They're there. They're a secret society, basically. The famous people are in it. Everyday people are in it. And that's why people start to catch on with this group, the Illuminati. Everyday people in it. Famous people. They're in it too. It's got to be. I can't tell you what they're doing, but they're similar to the Freemasons, so it's impossible, it's not far-fetched if famous people are in it. It's nothing amazing about that. It's not a revelation. It's a secret group, it's a secret society, so, it's going to have people consisting of all walks of life. Okay, now, next stage. You got that part. Next stage. This group, the Illuminati, I gotta say this before I go any further. They don't operate like the German Illuminati. This is where we have the problem. They don't operate like a German Illuminati. They do not follow the formats of the founding leader, Aloysius. And this is where you have them in trouble. They've taken this man's group and used it to with witchcraft, telepathy, psychic power. They've used Adam Weishaupt group and turned it into some Americanized foolishness of gang stalking people in all forms and fashions. All on the internet. Say it like Suge Knight. All in the videos. All in the videos. Everywhere. You know what I mean? And you have to realize that, understand, okay, this is a fraternity that is all across the country, but that is Americanized, that is not in the same, that is not holding up the same wishes as Adam Weishaupt. See, I'm educated on this. I'm not no ignorant person. They thought I was some person. Oh, we're gonna just charge the Illuminati. Nah, I'm well informed, and I'm well informed enough to know that you're not following out the wishes of the founding leader, which is Adam Weishaupt. Adam Weishaupt basically did, which ironically, what America did. He pulled out of his community for freedom, for different freedoms. This is why Adam Weishaupt pulled out of. This is why he pulled out of his community. You know, this is why he started this group, basically for freedoms, for liberties. Okay, that's how he started. He didn't start out doing some witchcraft and world domination and wanting to run the globe. This is not what Adam Weishaupt wanted. You can go look at the quotes that he quoted. This was not his direct perspective. He was trying to navigate away from something, not go over and watch and surveillance something. That wasn't what he was doing. That wasn't what his purpose was. So it's safe to say somewhere along the line, someone deviated in that group, the Illuminati, and I'm gonna have to do part 2 on this, but because you got to know all of this first. Before we go any further, is you understanding as a student of this information. This whole situation, you have to know concerning this group, you have to know these things. Adam Weishaupt did not set out for world domination and to curse and do witchcraft and be a wizard. So this is not even in America. This is not really Illuminati. This is not really people who hold to the essence of what the Illuminati started out as. It's the same thing as Americans. It's the perfect example, parallel. And I'm going to keep doing this campaign. I'm going to be using this parallel a lot. It's ironic, okay? Because Americans started out coming to North America, as it's told, for their own freedoms, religious freedoms, they say, all type of freedoms, okay, separating. This is what the Illuminati did in Germany. They came out of, Adam Weishaupt came out of his community through organization. Okay? Still there, but came out through his organization, from my understanding. Okay? America did the same thing. They came out of what? Europe, England, and came here and separated. But somewhere along the way, America lost its vision, just like the Illuminati did. And ironically, right here in the same place, both entities, if you will, America, original America, and Illuminati that's established here, they lost their way from the original purposes across the pond when they were over there in England. And Illuminati, that's for America, but when Illuminati, when they was over there in Germany. Now America does not live up to the same virtues and goals of the original fathers of America. We can all agree on that. America is a shell of who it used to be. America's a shell of who it used to be. Same thing as this group called the Illuminati. It is a shell of the original format. The original purpose is a shell of that. You have to get this and understand this. So now you see that, okay, just like the Americans came from across the pond, came over here, same thing, Illuminati, at least whatever, this information got across the pond and got over here to Americans, and now it is Americanized. And this is how you're going to understand why all of this is happening with this group. Because when you Google it, you're going to say, well, how do we get all this other stuff that they're doing here in America? Because you're going to see that this man, Adam Weishaupt, separated from his community. But that ain't what you see right here. What you see right here in America is gang stalking and witchcraft and wizardry. That's what you see. Trying to dominate the world. Adam Weishaupt wasn't about that. So it's safe to say the American chapter, if you will, of this group needs to stop using this name and just become something else. Use another name, because you're not following the original format of this group. You're not following Adam Weishaupt. Same thing with Americans. Like Americans, like I told y'all, Americans are not Americans if they break the constitutional rights. You're no longer following the founding fathers' perspective. Stop calling yourself American. I'm gonna come back on part 2 on this.